What's up guys, Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we have something to talk about, not quite Halloween event related. Granted, you can get this new item in the Halloween event, but for spenders out there, there is a brand new Life Star, Star Soul, whatever you want to call it. There's a brand new one that came out today, and we weren't even aware of it, but it looks like it's quickly becoming like the meta Life Star to use because it's going to give you more crowd control. Sounds like it'll be absolutely disgusting on a hero like Therapist Blood Betty. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about this new Life Star, and for the 0.1% of you guys that are going to build it this week, definitely build it. So this is something that actually snuck by a lot of our radars here, but in this event you can actually see up here, if you go to the store in 6, you'll notice there's a brand new icon here. Yes, it's called Plume Time Manipulation. If you want to see exactly what it does, go to your Ethereal Realm and you can take a look and see what you got going on so far. We haven't touched the Sacred Flame just yet, but you can see here now there is a brand new one, Plume Time Manipulation. Very interesting. So Destiny Trial, nothing really special to talk about here. This is the normal stats you're going to be gaining from any one of them, so that's cool. But the skills on this are what are amazing. So the active portion of this Star Soul skill, after the hero acts each time, so that's whether you do an active or a basic attack, the effect will be triggered. There is a 66% chance to inflict shapeshifting on the enemy with the lowest HP for 15 rounds. So that is literally the Sherlock Holmes Young type ability where you turn them into a dove, which is ridiculously powerful because it's a 15 round CC. If the infliction is successful, additionally inflicts black hole mark on the target. And we know what black hole mark does, right? This is a mark effect. So again, this is something that can kill through Unbending Will. Detonates when a round ends, dealing damage equal to 33% of the total damage from active skills and basic attacks the target received during the effectiveness of this mark. Won't exceed 4,000 of Drake's attack. Yeah, I think they need to change this because this is Drake's mark ability, that little purple black hole that gets applied, that's so dangerous in things like Aspen Dungeon. Yeah, if the target has already been afflicted with the black hole mark, Drake will deal yeah, they just literally cut and paste the effect and didn't change the Drake name out of it. Go figure, not the first time this has happened. But this by itself is amazing, is CCing the lowest HP enemy, marking them with a black hole, and potentially killing them right out of the gate. Now, when you do upgrade the hero further, or sorry, the Star Soul further, once the hero releases Star Soul skill a total of 3 times, so that's basically 3 rounds so long as you're not CC'd, if you get your basics and actives off, this will trigger on your next action, not immediately, but your next attack. Grants all allies beyond vision. Yeah, that's pretty good. Beyond vision has a little note down here. It says lasts for 1 round, increases the target's precision by 100%, control precision by 100%, control immunity offset by 30%, crit rate by 40, block by 100%, and dodge by 30. Giving 30% dodge is pretty crazy. Beyond vision will be invalid after an ally releases a basic or active skill, and afterward there is a 75% chance to inflict shapeshifting on up to 2 random enemy targets that you have that have taken damage respectively for 2 rounds. If the infliction is successful, then it also applies black hole mark. So you're getting all these buffs until you get to attack. Once you do attack, it does go away, and you're gonna have to wait for that to happen again. But gives it to all of your allies. That is pretty disgusting no matter what game mode we are talking about here. Yeah, this is freaking crazy. Now, it's fitting that there's all these doves and everything around the clock and all that, but there are some passive bonuses to this as well. If Star Soul skill or Star Soul burst fails to inflict the shapeshifting effect, increases self-control precision of inflicting shapeshifting by 40%. So it's specifically for the shapeshifting. It's not like if you put it on Betty, she'll have a higher percent chance to apply that blood twine, but and the control immunity offset by 13%, stackable up to 3 layers, lasting until the effect actually takes place, which is pretty cool. Another passive bonus, at the beginning of each battle or at the end of each round, increases all all damage reduction by 33% and will be invalid after being attacked by basic or skill. So basically, one attack, you get damage reduction. Next one, if Star Soul skill or Star Soul burst fails to inflict shapeshifting, there is a 50% chance to still inflict the black hole mark. That's a little extra damage there. And lastly, when Self dies, Self will revive at the beginning of the next round. Meanwhile, restore Self HP equal to 100% of max HP and grant Self 100 energy. This is essentially a better version of what Carry can do. The effect can only be triggered once per battle, and the hero who has the reviving effect and related abilities cannot trigger this passive effect. So, oh my gosh, this is like a crazy thing. Granted, in Sanctuary, there are some bonuses here. The clock part of it is the time acceleration. So in Sanctuary, Secret Assist skill grants time acceleration if the target is an ally, or time deceleration if the target is an enemy. Essentially, this is going to reduce the action point consumption for target with time acceleration, while also increasing the action points consumption for target within time deceleration for a total of 60 minutes and 100 tiles. And the ultimate skill grants Self Exploration Team Reversal Moment or Temporal Rewind. During this validity period, the hero dies after the battle, revives the hero, and restores them to 100%. Can do it up to 6 heroes. That's freaking amazing. More attacks on these bosses, very, very important. And then lastly, during the validity period for Temporal Rewind, if the enemy team is attacked by other players, the team will teleport to the location where the Temporal Rewind is granted when the battle ends. So I don't really understand that one necessarily. This one is ridiculous if you love doing Destiny, whatever this place. Where are we at? What's it called? Sanctuary Fortress in Ethereal Realm. Yeah, I freaking hate it. I don't play the game mode. I know I'm missing out on resources, but like, this is pretty crazy. When the person who has this Star Soul Plume time manipulation dies, you basically restore all your health and your energy at the beginning of the next round. Holy cow. I wonder if... So here's the question I have. If you have it on Therapist Blood Betty and she revives with this, does that count as achieving 100 energy, or does she then have to go above 100 energy like she normally does at the beginning of a battle? That would be interesting to see, because if she would immediately cast her ultimate for no energy at the beginning of the round, that would be absolutely disgusting. Most of the other ones are just like, you know, extra damage potentially, more damage reduction, better chance to CC. But this thing right here sounds ridiculously busted. So if you are any type of whale in this game, start building this one. You can even see on like my own account, like I said, we built one completely to max. This one is completely maxed out, and this one we were working on, which will probably level up this week. I'll probably get the level progress and get it to the next breakpoint. But then I'm going to stop and immediately put all of my focus on Plume time manipulation, because this is going to be the most meta Star Soul we have ever had in the game. Because, I mean, let's be honest, the first three, they're pretty well balanced. They each have their own positives in different ways. It'd be really interesting to have a team with both of these Star Souls enabled, because we're giving like tons of dodge through this. And then with this new one, we're also giving dodge chance to allies potentially. Could get pretty disgusting, especially if you had like a Phantom Defire Lena, Mystic Fairy Frey on your squad. Your team might just dodge like all attacks. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys were aware of this if you guys already did the event. I'll see you guys next time.